Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by today and welcome to my channel. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. So today I want to do a full face using all drugstore products. I love shopping for makeup at the drugstore because it's just a lot less expensive than going high end, and the drugstore products are a lot more accessible, and a lot of times they perform just as well, if not better, than the high end products. So some of these products are very tried and true for me. I've used them many times. And then I have a few products here that I haven't used in a minute, so I'm just going to play around with them today. And then I have a couple of products that are going to be brand new to me, so they're going to be my first impressions. So I'm just going to talk to you about the products as I use them. So the only thing that I have on my face right now, I do have an eyeliner on my lower waterline. I'll put that on off camera because it's just very hard for me to do it, for you to be able to see me do it on camera because I have to bend down. But on my lower waterline, I have the Essence Extreme Lasting Easy Glide and Waterproof Eye Pencil, and this is in the color 06 Silky Nude. And other than that, I just have moisturizer and lip balm on. So let's get started. So I am going to be putting on a little bit of eyeshadow today. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is only like my third or fourth time using this product. I used to hear Emily Noel on YouTube talk about this product all the time. And for some reason, every time I went to the store, I just never thought to get it. So I just picked this up from Ulta maybe like a week ago, and this cost $6.99. Yes, this cost $6.99. I don't have my glasses or my contacts on right now, so I'm trying to read the prices off of my screen here, and it's blurry because I don't have on my glasses. Alright, next I'm going to go in with my concealer. Just in case you haven't watched my other videos, I don't use foundation primer, and also I like putting my concealer on around my eyes before I do my foundation. So for my concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Cool Tan. These concealers, they do sell them at Ulta, but I'm pretty sure I got these from a beauty supply store, and they cost $4.99. I like these concealers because they do perform very well. I really like this little brush that they have on them. I do feel like I have to use a little bit more product with this concealer compared to my favorite Holy Grail concealer, which is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Even though this concealer comes in a bunch of different colors, I feel like I can't find a perfect shade for me. The one that I use in NARS has a very pink undertone to it, and this one is it's not quite as pink as the NARS one that I use. Alright, I'm going to blend that out with a new sponge. I'm going to be using the Eco Tool sponge, and I got this from Ulta, and it was $5.99. I usually use the L'Oreal sponges for both my concealers and my foundation. And I like using dry sponges. If you guys have the Fenty Beauty foundation, the instructions on that foundation, it says to use a dry sponge for fuller coverage. And the first time I read that, I'm like, a dry sponge? But I tried it one day just to see, and I've been doing my foundation like that ever since. I've been using dry sponges. I just feel like the coverage is better when you leave the sponge dry. And one thing I don't like about makeup is washing the sponges and the brushes out. That is like my least favorite pastime. So when you use a dry sponge, it actually makes it a lot easier to clean the sponges because the product isn't like soaked down into the sponge. Alright, I'm gonna put just a little bit more concealer right in the crevices of my eye bags. And I'm gonna use this part of the sponge to blend that out. This doesn't work wonders on my eye bags, but it makes a little bit of a difference. Okay, next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this one is in the color Light. This costs $7.99, and I don't recall where I got this from, but this is not a new product for me. I use this product quite often. I'm going to put a little bit of this powder on my nose and a little bit on my forehead. This is one of the reasons I don't feel the need to use a primer, because I feel like putting the powder underneath my liquid foundation in the areas where I tend to get very oily, this powder is kind of serving as like a primer in powder form, I guess. Normally when I do what I just did, I would go in and dab it onto my face with a sponge, but for today I decided to try my brush just to see if I get a different outcome. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. This is a very, very tried and true product for me. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable makeup, and I am in the color C6 Soft Sable. I actually just did a video on my top favorite foundation, so I'll put a card in the video if you want to check that out, and this was definitely on my list. I used to wear that foundation pretty much like every day, and now I don't reach for it very often, so I decided just to pick it up for today. I was going to use my Eco Tools sponge, but I actually think I'm going to use a brush for this. This foundation is quite liquidy, so I'm going to go in with my NYX number 3 brush. And I'm just going to start kind of stippling the foundation on. I always start on my cheeks because that's where I have all that hyperpigmentation. And then I like to blend my concealer out around, or blend my foundation out around my concealer on my eyes. And I'm putting very minimal product on my forehead and my nose, because that's where I get the most oily, so I don't want a whole lot of product right there. And putting the powder there first is already giving me a little bit of coverage anyway. And now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. I actually feel kind of lost with this brush in my hand because I haven't applied foundation with a brush in a long time. Okay. Alright, so while my foundation is setting in, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I feel like this foundation, it doesn't look as bad in the viewfinder, but when I'm looking in my mirror here, it looks just like a little too dark for me. And it could just, oh, I got it all over my earrings too. It could just be that it hasn't like fully set yet, but this foundation is one of the best foundations I've had in terms of matching my skin tone. So I'm wondering, hopefully when it completely sets, it won't look as dark. No, it's just looking very dark on me for right now. Okay, anyway, moving on. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, but I'm gonna do them off camera because it takes me a very long time to do my eyebrows. So you guys can let me know if you want to see me do my eyebrows in these types of videos. But just so you'll know, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. This is in the color 315 Deep Brown. I didn't tell you how much the foundation costs. So this foundation retails anywhere from $8 to $10. I'm pretty sure I got this from Rite Aid. A lot of times Rite Aid will take an entire brand and they'll do 40% off of the entire brand. So when I'm able to catch those sales, I usually stock up on the drugstore products, and I think that was the last time I got this foundation. This eyebrow pencil retails for $7.99 and I picked this one up at Ulta. Alright, my eyebrows are done. I'm going to go in and do a little bit of contouring. I'm going to use another LA Girl Pro concealer, and this one is in the color Toast. I'm just going to very lightly contour my cheeks. I can't even see that on my face. I can see it on my nose. I mean, this actually may work out because I already feel like this this foundation is too dark for me. Alright, let me blend this out and see what it looks like. I don't like a strong contour on my cheeks anyway. I only contour on my cheeks just to kind of make my blush pop a little bit more. Let's see. Let's see if I can see this one. Alright, this one is a little bit better. Alright. This one is the NYX HD Concealer, and this one is in the color Cappuccino. I didn't want to use this one for today's video because I use this concealer every single time I do my makeup, so I was just trying to use different products. But this one is showing up a little bit better. The LA Girl concealer is kind of showing up on my nose, so I guess I could work with that. And on camera, it may look like my nose is hardly contoured, because it is. I don't like a strong contour, but I am going to put a little bit of a powder highlight on my nose a little later anyway, so I'm going to stop right there with the contouring. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit more of the LA Girl concealer, and I'm going to try to just very lightly cover up those little spots on my nose. Those are from my glasses, and I feel like no matter what I do, I can't ever get them to completely blend into my skin. It's okay, because normally I'm just going to be putting my glasses on anyway, but I guess I'll use my finger. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline City Mini palette. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right in with this dark chocolate brown color, and I'm going to darken up my crease a little bit. And this palette retails for $9.99. It comes in a bunch of different color schemes. I think like 8 of them. And these little mini palettes, they're actually really good for traveling. And you could even if you feel like you had to touch up your eyeshadow on the go, you could really fit one of these in your purse. But it doesn't come with like any type of little brush or anything. But I usually don't like those little brushes that come in eyeshadow palettes anyway. So I'm not doing any type of dramatic look. I just want something very simple just so I can use this product. This is only going to be like maybe my 3rd or 4th time using this product. And I feel like I feel like the only other thing I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of a shimmery color on my lid. I'm actually gonna take this same brown color and I'm gonna put it all over my lid. And then I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to go in with this silvery color here, and I'm going to brush that all over my lid on top of the brown. So I put the brown down first so that this silver won't be like too dramatic. And then when I'm getting to the outer corner, I am dragging this silver up above my natural crease. I have very hooded eyes, so I'm dragging it up so you can actually see the eyeshadow. Okay. Alright, I think that's good enough for today. Now I'm going to go in with some blush. This is a product that I used to use all the time, but I just haven't reached for it in a very long time. This is the e.l.f. blush palette in the color Dark. And I'm going to be using these two colors. I'm going to take mostly this color here. I'm going to mix in a little bit of that color there. So even though I have like a very cool pink undertone, I actually prefer blushes that are a little bit on the orangey side, like oranges and corals. So I'll usually go for colors in this color family. I'm going to use the same brush that I use for my foundation. And then when I apply my blush, I'm putting it right in between where my under eye concealer and my foundation are meeting each other. So I wanted more of like an orangey corally color, but I feel like this color here is overpowering the orange. I'm gonna see if I can get it to be a little more orangey without putting on too much blush. That looks a little bit better. That's not exactly what I was going for, but looks a little bit better. This e.l.f. blush palette, it retails for $6, and I'm pretty sure I picked this one up at Target. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This is a new product for me. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. So I swatched this on my hand, but I haven't used it as a highlighter yet. This is what the actual product looks like, and this is in the color 10 Be My Highlight, and as far as I know, this highlighter only comes in one color. You can only get Essence at Ulta, and this one retails for $4.49. So I like a very subtle highlight, and this one is just that. Like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like I could use this like by itself, like on a day where I'm not wearing any foundation. I feel like I could wear this highlighter and it wouldn't look too like blinding. It's very like smooth too. It looks like it doesn't look very powdery at all. It has like a very smooth, like satiny finish almost. So this is my first time using this, but I really like it so far. Alright, now I'm gonna set everything in place. I'm gonna be using the NYX Matte Finish Spray, and this is like a holy grail for me. This is like the only setting spray that I use. I always get the spray like all over my everything. Alright. This is another new product for me, and again, this is from Essence. This is the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, and this one retails for $4.99. Essence has a ton of mascaras, and I think the most popular one out there, I don't know what it's called, but it looks like this, but it has a black and green tube, and I tried to get that a couple of times and it was sold out at Ulta. So I just decided to try another Essence mascara that has a lot of good reviews online. Wow, on my lower lashes it looks really good. So far it's just a first impression, but so far I feel like this really is the best mascara that I've used on my lower lashes. My lower lashes look longer than they've ever looked with any other mascara. It looks okay on my top lash, but it's not something that's wowing me like how it did on my lower lashes. It definitely adds length, but I always compare every every mascara that I've been getting lately, I've been comparing it to the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. So this mascara doesn't give me the same level of volume on my top lashes. But I love this mascara for my lower lashes. I'm very impressed with that. And I don't mind using a different lash. Why do I keep saying lash? I don't mind using a different mascara on my lower lashes and another one on my top. So this mascara, I do feel like it gives me more length than the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, but it doesn't give me the volume. So I mean, it is really good. Like, I feel like this is a mascara that I would wear. I don't know if it like smudges or anything like that. I probably will wear this tomorrow so I could wear it all day just to see. But so far I'm very impressed with that. So my last product that I have is, I haven't used this lipstick in a very long time and I don't know why. This is the NYX Full Throttle lipstick, and this is in the color Locked. I love this lipstick, so I don't know why I haven't picked it up in a while, but this is what the color looks like. I don't remember where I got this from, but on Ulta's website this is retailed for $6.99. I feel like I suck at applying applying lipstick. Okay. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you use any of these products, if you really like them, if you don't like them. If you can give me any recommendations for other products that you think I should use based on what I've used today, let me know. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I really hope that you like the look that I created. I really hope that you guys come back for the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.